Sir, shall we start?
Yes, we can start. So, good evening. I am Bobby. Thank you for joining. So, we have a couple of slides. Victoria has prepared actually many slides. We may not go through all these slides, but we will share this with you because if we quickly go through, it may not register in mind. So, we will go through this for about 10 minutes. And then if you have any questions, we will discuss. I have another meeting around 7:25 also. Then I may leave. If you have any further questions, Victoria will address those. So thank you for joining and congrats on clearing the those exams. So as you know, you have been doing this course for some time now. So you know how this is in operation. There are recorded lectures and then quizzes and final exams are in, you come to the center and write. Of course, medium is English and so on. I think we need not discuss this. Yeah. So you are in the foundation level. So there are certain number of courses that is reserved for the foundation level, 43 credits, 9 courses and 5 laboratory courses. After that, you will continue with diploma, degree and so on as the details given. So these are the courses. There is English course, which will be easy, mathematics for electronics, which will also be relatively easy. Electronic system thinking and circuits, maybe some course which you have not come across before. So here you may have to spend, from my previous experience also, what I felt is, see, engineering means it's a practicing. So you may have to practice solving problems and so on. Beyond, we have practicing problems given by our teachers, but maybe you have to go beyond that and so on. Get confidence on working with electronic circuits. This is important for the future courses also. Or being an electronic system engineer, we need to have good understanding of electronic circuits and associated things. So while this is a system level course, we also have theory associated with that. So please give importance for that. Introduction to C programming. There is also a lab corresponding to that, the electronic system thinking. Introduction to C programming. You might have done some C programming already in your +2. This is slightly advanced. What we find is most of the students are doing well. But there are some students, what we have noticed, they like more hardware and less software or programming. They may need to, because in future or even now, electronic system means it is not just hardware, it's a combination of hardware and software. Or the things that we can achieve with this combination is much more compared to having some expertise only on hardware, or compared to that we have expertise only on software. So we need to have that background. So it's important to go through and make our funda clear through these courses. That's why these are foundation level courses. As you know, unless otherwise the foundation is not good, then later it will be a problem for us. And English language too. and Linux shell lab. Digital systems, I think digital you have studied a little bit in +2 or class 11 and 12. This will be slightly advanced. And then we have EEC, electrical and electronic circuits. Here you will see the circuit theorems and so on initially, and then uh, the component level, in the sense BJT, I mean the transistors, BJT and MOSFET transistors, and associated circuits. So it's about how to analyze those circuits. You may not design circuits, electronic circuits in this course. You will also see some of the uh, tools that we use uh, in the electronic system design and analysis and so on. So this is also another important course. Maybe not because I was also a part of this, because as I mentioned, electronic system thinking, this is also another course which is fundamental. Digital is also fundamental. All these are fundamental courses. But I've seen some students struggling a little bit in these courses. Of course, there's an electronics lab which has digital laboratory component and analog based laboratories. And finally, you will have a lab which is a combination of this. Embedded C, as I said, software is key. So this is very important course. So while we call it as foundation level, these are not just fundamental, or these are not just theory courses, as you understood now. I mean, there is theory, and then there is also, courses that are relevant to get certain skills. So even with this skills, some of us may be able to, there may be opportunities in industry and so on to work part time and so on if you are a standalone student, and then continue with the program. Right? Just mentioning. I mean, what I meant is you will also attain some skills from this foundation level. Not a very high level, but we will have good understanding to deal with these topics. Next slide. Yeah, so there are, you can take up to 3 years, but you can, plan to complete in a short, I mean, as short as possible. So that depends on your situation, your how much time you can allocate to do this program. Because some of you may be doing another program, some of you may be working. So that flexibility you have, sorry, as originally planned in this program. Yeah, yeah, fees, Yeah, so one thing is for the foundation level, electronic system thinking, electronic circuits, digital systems, math courses, most of these courses have assignments which, we tend to optimize our energy. But we would, I mean, as I mentioned, the practicing is important. So you need to solve it by yourself. And then we would like to see that you are involved. So we will need a handwritten assignment and a proof of that. Yeah, these are about the exams and those timings. The laboratory portion, I mean, towards the end of this term or you will visit campus. At that time, we will also arrange this kits for you, and you will also perform certain experiments. Some of the rest of the experiments you will do at home, depending on the lab course that you are doing, and then you will come back and show in the end of the uh, next term. Right? the term after that. Yeah, there is a grading scheme. I think all these are available in the website. So it's not a relative grading. It depends on the mark you get. So as you can see, S grade is the best grade. I wish all of you to get that. So you will have to get 90 or above. And rest of the things are mentioned. Yeah. Yeah. Content videos by faculty members, and then activity questions, practice assignments, graded assignments, all those will be released as we planned. There will also be tutorials and tutorial videos. The instructors will be available to clear your doubts and so on. There are certain reference books. I mean, some of these courses it's good to have one textbook with you. Yeah, there are discussion forums and so on. Yeah, these are some details about. It doesn't. I mean, it is not applicable for you because you are not going to do any of this. But in case somebody tend to do this, and then there is a punishment and so on. I mean, it's written there. Yeah. Next one. Yeah. Thank you. So, in case you have any questions, feel free to ask. Myself and Victoria will try to answer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I actually have a doubt regarding my status in the course. I actually am going to join a college right now, so the admission process is going on. So how can I change my status within the course to be not a standalone student?
How to change? I think that will be some straightforward method. Victoria, what he needs to do to change from standalone to?
So they need to fill the survey form which we are circulating during the course registration time. It will ask whether you are a standalone student or dual degree students or you are a working professional.
Okay.
So you need to fill that form. Then it will be automatically get changed in our.
Yeah.
Where can I fill
Group
that
may
form?
have that you are doing one more program.
During your course registration time itself, in that you will have a survey form. There you need to fill it.
Like during the course registration in the portal, ma'am, that I have
Yes.
completed actually. When I asked in the Google Meet during that
Okay.
time, they said
If you have not missed it at that time, we will be recirculating it again. Once we have started the terms, we will circulate a form. That time you can fill it and you can submit a valid proof. We will accept it.
oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you. And about the labs, ma'am, in case there is any clash with my college, will I be able to take the lab course the next term, or is there something about that?
Yeah, for the lab, we give you a couple of slots. It's not just one fixed slot. So depending on your availability, also you can choose. Now, in case it's not possible, you can do it in the later terms.
Oh, yes, sir. But
Victoria,
the
that is
courses,
possible.
Yes, sir.
yes.
It is possible, but
But you will pass at that time only. So it may affect your future courses. I mean, if you want to do some course which is a prerequisite, for which if the lab is a prerequisite, then it may be a problem.
Oh, okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Somebody asked about mini project. I think there is no mini project in the foundation level. There are two projects in the diploma level. Yeah. But if you want to do a mini project other than this courses, you may have to approach one of the faculty member, and if he or she is happy to support, then that should work.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Good evening. Yeah, in the previous term, we were asked to start uploading our worked out solutions onto the forms, and then that will be uploaded to Looker Studio. But this time, in the graded document, it is asking us to also do a peer review. Could you expand upon that, please?
I think, see, sometimes students, um, what we saw is there are also even just blank pages, I mean, just uploaded. So the peer review means, I mean, other students, some other student will be verifying whether your document is correct or not. They will not be verifying your answers and so on.
All right, sir. So just to reconfirm, they are just verifying if the document is relevant to the subject, not question by question.
Yeah, yeah.
Understood.
Because this is also some work. We have limited capacity, etc. So some students think, it's okay. I submit something as long as there is a file there. People may not mind. It's not like that. We verify that. For that, we may take your help. Some of my documents are still showing document under verification. Yeah. So there are some set of people who are verifying this. They will get back to you.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir,
Good evening.
in relation to the upload of those of those solved assignments, there is an option in Google Forms where we can get an email once submitted. That is, the student gets an email that the form has been submitted properly, and whatever responses we have, those forms are those options are recorded, and the email is sent to the student. So can
Okay.
we enable that particular feature so that we have an acknowledgement that the form has been submitted by us when we
Also, when you
submit the
submit an
assignment?
assignment, you wanted to know whether it's actually received by us.
Right, sir.
Okay.
So,
This I think we can do. Or um, if you log in, there should be a possibility for you to see, okay, the file is in right place. So Victoria, this may be already there. No? We will recheck it
We
and
will be giving the update in Looker Studio that whether the student has submitted the form or not, whether this week they have submitted the handwritten solution or not. But they can't be able to view and see whether they have submitted the right file, or as we are circulating a G form to upload this, we are not asking the student to view it again.
okay, maybe this G form has some limitation, I think.
actually, the G form has an option, sir, where
You get
once you
a,
submit it,
yeah, that we can
the system
enable.
sends an email, right?
Okay, I understood. We will enable that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So EEC book, I think we have those books listed in the website in the reference.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Sir, when is the likelihood of the starting this term, sir? Which dates are tentatively?
Victoria. The date is finalized now.
May 9th, we are starting our term.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a question: what are the benefits of standalone students? I mean, all benefits are same for all. It's your call that you wanted to be a standalone or not. Yeah, standalone. Being standalone, you get more time, but then you should also ensure that you use that time for the good purpose. Yeah. Any other question? maybe instructors can design some set of projects for us. Yeah, see, this is you will have. See, as I mentioned, these are fundamentals. So one needs to spend good amount of time to grasp all this with in depth. Project comes later. See, this program is designed in a way that the project comes at a later time. So when that comes, you enjoy doing that. I think you need not mix with some small project and this course and so on. But if you like, you have a hobby doing such projects, why not? Please continue. If you need any help, you can approach us. If if people are interested, we will also support as much as possible. But that's not the primary objective for the foundation level programs.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Can I know approximately when the labs would be conducted this term?
we have some slots planned. Victoria,
Uh, we have updated those things in the grading document. So please check it when the labs will be happening. For May term, it will be happening in September.
yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
have that in memory. Any other questions? If not, I wish all the success to enjoy this program.
So,
Yes,
sir,
please tell me.
sir, I have written my question in the chat.
What is the question? Oh, at the bottom. Sorry, I just scrolled down. In this term, I choose to take two subjects, which are English 1 and Introduction to C Programming, but I have not opted for C Programming laboratory. Can I opt for lab of the subject in the next term? That should be possible because they are independent courses. You have the option to take it together or later, I think so. Victoria, please correct if I am.
It's correct on this.
Okay. Vishal. So our standalone students to come to ATM and study in the library. Of college. That option is not there right now. Is there a chance to predict whether we are standalone? Yeah, I think there is some option. Actually, my documents are expired, but I have applied for renewal of them. What can I do? I think you can submit what you have, and then you can submit the correct one later. If no other question, I will say happy evening now and leave. I have a couple of clips from certificate award. The students are allowed to study offline campus game. This offline, see what we have, the possibility is the lab here. The other possibilities are limited. Those are not guaranteed. the library facility, etc. I think some students try to come, but then we found there is some difficulty in getting permission and so on. Yes. Victoria, shall I leave?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all the best to do well. Bye-bye. I'll see you again. I mean, we'll meet regularly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.